subscribe to this channel, hit that like button for me, share this video. I want to talk about this video here. How to maximize YouTube on the mid-roll ads, increase revenue. Now, YouTube starting May 12th, YouTube is supposed to work on the pre-mid-roll ads to increase revenue. So starting May 12th, 2025, YouTube will be starting a pre-roll, well, I said pre-mid-roll ad to increase your revenues for creators. So, as a content creator, man, it's hard to be a YouTube content creator, to make content and to get people to, like your content. So, if you're a YouTuber and you're trying to be a successful YouTube content creator, I want to say to you guys, as you guys come in, it's hard, man. It's hard to find an audience. First of all, you got to get an audience to follow you. You got to get a, a fan base. So, when I had to bring in, 4,000 watch time hours, I got over 1,000 subscribers. Following YouTube policies, you guys, is really not easy, man. I know I've been talking about politics a lot, and that tells me that through the YouTube guidelines, certain guidelines of YouTube, I know they ain't gonna warn us of what we talk about, but most of the time, there's a lot of things prohibited. In other words, you have to, sometimes be cautious of, what you put out. What's going to be your next video? How are you able to be a successful YouTuber? How are you going to be able to maximize your YouTube? But, man, there's a lot of good content creators, man. And with YouTube, I believe YouTube is starting in the very beginning of May 12, 2025. I think they will maximize a lot of, small content creators, a lot of creators like myself on the mid-roll ads to increase revenue. I mean, it has to come because, I've been fighting, every day to, put out good content, for you guys. You have to get people to really want to watch you, what you put out. I know in the last, weeks or so, I've been talking about politics and things like that. YouTube ain't been pushing my videos like they should. I haven't had none of my videos pushed lately, and it's hard to get an audience, you guys. It's hard to push out content and get people to follow you, man. So just want to talk about how to maximize YouTube mid-roll on ads to increase revenue, man. First of all, man, it's like you gotta stay consistent. You have to have people to be willing to watch your YouTube videos, whether you do live streaming, man, it takes a lot. It takes strategy. It takes you investing on your YouTube. It takes a lot. I just feel, man, as you being a content creator, you put out videos, you're a product, your product you put out. I just feel like when you have to spend money, in order for you to make money, you have to spend a lot of money. And I think it's sad. It's sad that YouTube waited for so long, because they're going to get a lot of content creators that's going to bring out good, high quality content like myself. So yeah, YouTube starting May 12th, 2025. They are working on a mid roll of ads, so that way it'll help creators to make revenue, including myself. I haven't even made my first threshold. You know what I mean? My first threshold's gonna probably be $100 if I can scratch my first $100 on this YouTube. So you can always change your threshold later, but man, it's hard, y'all. It takes a lot of strategy. It takes a lot of focus, and I think YouTube should be pushing more and more of your videos. You know what I mean? And they ain't doing that. So there's a lot of videos that we make and push, it don't get pushed out like they should. So man, saying all this stuff, man, you got to continue to strive, man. You got to, you know what I mean? I guess YouTube is hoping for me to get a break. You know what I mean? Stay off the politics. Speak where someone, can, can like what you talking about. So man, I like to, be successful on this YouTube. I like to make the money that a lot of people making on this YouTube, because you couldn't make a lot of money on YouTube if you had strategy. So the whole focus on having strategy, building your audience. So, like I said, man, man, it's not easy, man. It's not easy maximize YouTube. When YouTube is, not starting on the mid rolls ads. So that way, as you being a creator, small content creator or a big content creator, your videos can be seen more. So, they're just now starting it. I'm hopefully that maybe my videos get out there, so that way I can make some kind of revenue on this YouTube. So that's pretty much I have. I'm out.